Hey everybody, it's Kendra. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you've been here before. It's Tuesday, time for TUESD-YAY or nay. So my product today is a drugstore foundation. Now, I have not bought foundation in such a long time. I couldn't tell you the last time I bought drugstore foundation, except for the most recent time, which, I'm going to talk about today. I bought so much foundation when I was in France. I stocked up on Bourjois foundation before I left, and I also had a lot of Illamasqua skin base. So those have totally been my go-to foundations. I mean, anytime I do a get ready with me or a tutorial, those are the foundations I'm using. But I was recently in Target and I wanted to try some drugstore foundations. So I picked up the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation. So the Fit Me's on the back. I can't get the lid to screw on properly, so it's all on the same side. So the shade I picked up is number 125 Beige Clair, Nude Beige. This shade seems fine to me. It doesn't seem overly pink, but it's not overly yellow. I would say this is more of a sort of a neutral, sort of nude beige. So that should work for me. I'm definitely more on the yellow spectrum of things, but a neutral shade will totally work for me. This foundation is about $7. I picked it up at Target. It's also available at everywhere Maybelline is sold. Super, super easy to get, at least in the US. You could also get it at Ulta. So it's totally affordable and availability is fine. Super, super easy to get and cheap. Now, my thoughts on this foundation. First of all, it is sheer to medium coverage, which is fine. I guess for me, I've sort of gotten in the habit of using a heavier, more full coverage foundation and then just using a wet beauty blender to sort of sheer that out. So for me, in general, I do prefer to use a more full coverage foundation and sheer it out. I don't really like to layer. I feel like if you layer a really sheer coverage foundation, it can end up looking really cakey and it just can look kind of thick. So I don't really love doing that. So yeah, the sheer to medium coverage, I did feel like I had to go back in and cover up some blemishes and stuff. And I felt like it was just kind of hard to layer on. Also, my biggest issue with this foundation, yes, it is meant for normal to oily skin, which is what I have. I definitely do not have dry, crazy, sensitive skin. So I fit in that spectrum of normal to oily. I felt like this foundation just kind of made me look a little bit too dry, and it made me look old. I didn't feel like I got this healthy glow from this. I mean, I know it's not supposed to be a dewy foundation and give me a dewy sort of glow, but I felt like it just covered everything, and I was just this blah, no dimensional face, and it made me look so old. I looked at myself, I'm like, ew, I look dead. I just didn't look healthy with this. I know it's probably hard to see on camera, but if I look really close in the mirror, I don't know, I just feel kind of sickly looking. So that was the biggest issue for me. The sheer coverage, whatever, that, take it or leave it. This is a sheer to medium coverage foundation. I was aware of that. But it just made me look a bit ill. It wasn't so much the color. It wasn't I was using, a pink undertone foundation on my sort of yellow undertone skin. It wasn't really that. It was more the finish. And it just sort of looked a little bit too dry. And also, finally, the one thing I was not really loving was the packaging. It is glass, and I don't like this at all. I wish this had a pump. For me, this is just not overly sanitary. I feel like, if you're using a sponge, if you put the sponge right up to it, there's bacteria on your sponge, it can get in easily. If you, empty some of this on your hand, you can easily get bacteria from your hand into this. So I don't like the packaging at all. It's glass. This stuff, if you travel with this, it can break, it can spill. For me, I totally prefer plastic packaging all the way when it comes to foundation. So yeah, the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation, I'm giving it a nay. I did not love this. There was nothing I really liked about this. I was just kind of why are people hyping this up? Why are people raving about this? When I read that a product has so many good reviews and everyone loves it, I really expect it to deliver. And then when I use it and I'm just kind of okay, what's happening? And then I just get this feeling that I look dead. Like I don't like it. You know what? I am going to be filming more videos today, but after I finish this one, I'm absolutely going to go wash my face and change my makeup and put on a different foundation because I don't want to be in this same makeup for like the next like 2 or 3 videos. So anyway, I would love to know if you have tried this foundation, what were your thoughts? And also if you have any drugstore foundations that you really highly recommend, let me know. So thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!